She was nervous, clutching her worn-out handbag like it held the whole world. The airport buzzed with voices, but her heart pounded louder. A crumpled boarding pass in hand, she approached row 14, seat B, only to find it already occupied. A businessman in a sharp gray suit looked up, puzzled. I think you're in my seat," she said softly, almost apologetically. He glanced at his own ticket. "Nope. Seat B," he replied calmly, pointing to the small numbers above. She checked again. Her heart sank. "Oh. I'm sorry. I'm in row 12, she muttered, embarrassed, stepping back into the aisle as other passengers waited behind her impatiently. The flight attendant noticed her struggle. "Ma'am, would you mind taking any available seat for now? We're trying to get everyone settled quickly." She nodded and shuffled a few rows ahead. The only empty seat she could see was in row 8, by the window. Next to it sat a man in his late 40s, casually dressed, with a warm but tired smile. She hesitated for a moment. "Is this seat taken?" He looked up from his tablet and shook his head. "Go ahead." She slid in quietly, trying not to draw attention. The man beside her didn't seem like a typical executive or a businessman, no loud phone calls, no constant emails. Just calm. The plane took off, and for a while, she stared out the window, thinking about the interview she had just attended, a receptionist job she had prayed for, and yet, like the many before, she felt it had slipped through her fingers. Rejection wasn't new, but it never hurt less. Her clothes were second-hand, her shoes scuffed, and her resume barely a page. But her heart? Full. Always full. Still, that didn't seem enough. After about an hour in silence, the man beside her asked gently, "Long day?" She turned, surprised by the kindness in his voice. "Yeah. Job interview. Didn't go great." He smiled. "Those can be tough. What kind of work are you looking for?" "Anything, really. Receptionist, clerk. Something stable. I just want to help my family." Her voice cracked at the end. Something about the way she said it, raw, honest, touched him. "What's your name?" he asked. "Alina." "Nice to meet you, Alina. I'm Matthew." They talked. Not small talk. Real talk. She told him about growing up in a small town, being the oldest of 4 siblings, dropping out of college to take care of her mother when her father left. She never complained, only explained. She talked about her dreams, how she used to write stories as a little girl, how she once wanted to be a teacher, but life had other plans. And Matthew? He listened. Not with distraction, but with full presence. Every word seemed to matter to him. He didn't ask for her resume. He didn't ask for her degree. He just asked about her. Her character. Her heart. Her grit. By the time the flight landed, something had changed, not just in her, but in him. As they stood to leave, he handed her a business card. "If you're ever in the city again, give me a call. I might have something for you." She looked down. The logo read, M.R. Holdings, CEO, Matthew Raymond. Her breath caught. "You're a CEO?" He smiled. "Just a guy looking for something real. And I think I just found it." 3 weeks later. Alina stood in front of a towering glass building in downtown Chicago. Her hands trembled as she held the same worn-out handbag. She had called him. She wasn't sure why, maybe curiosity, maybe hope. At the front desk, she gave her name. The receptionist's eyes widened and said, "Mr. Raymond is expecting you." When the elevator opened on the top floor, he was waiting, coffee in hand. "I wasn't joking," he said. "I don't need another polished resume. I need people who know struggle. People with real stories, real hearts." He offered her a job, Not as a receptionist, but as a community outreach coordinator, helping the company connect with people in underserved communities. But I have no experience, she said, stunned. You have more than experience, he replied. You have empathy. That's something I can't train. 6 months later. Alina was thriving. Her confidence grew. She was helping build programs for women like her, single moms, dropouts, survivors. She even started writing again, leading storytelling workshops at shelters. One afternoon, Matthew stopped by her office and said, "You know, that flight? You weren't in the wrong seat. I believe that seat was meant for you." She smiled, eyes misty. Funny how the wrong seat led me to the right life.